junction. So that it can handle another hydroponic farm eventually. That's my fault. That's me. Sorry, Garrett. That's me. It's not you. I don't know why it's doing things, but it's definitely unhappy about it. Yeah, uh-oh is correct. There is some uh-oh happening. I think it's back. Yeah, looks okay. Looks okay. Now looks okay. Yeah, great. It's back! Whew. Okay, so now we are very short on energy, which means we need another power setup. I guess that could have been that old burner generator that I discarded. Mistakes were made. I think we need another power plant. Which means we need another oil rig. Because I'm going to want so much plastic. Just really so much plastic. Still haven't figured out what I'm doing with fossils. But they do exist. But that's going to have to wait until after we start working on this weapon that needs to exist also. What is the next thing I'm building now that the stadium is built? Oh, I just said it. Oil rig, power plants, some energy splitters. Oil rig requires electric motors. Oil power plant requires also some electric motors and some factory parts, so we can make sure that's set up. And then toy. Toy is cool. And then we can get started on one of these energy splitters, I suppose. Maybe the best way to do it is buy more impressive industry and see where that puts me. Another electric motor, which I don't immediately need. Some cement, which I do. Hospital. 5 cement, 2 plastic. Cool. Airport. Ooh, we're getting a bunch of landmarks. That's exciting. Okay. So landmarks. Just more landmarks is what I need. But I also need the infrastructure to support them. So probably going to need some more septic tanks. Because I'm almost out of room in septic tanks. Good thing I didn't sell off my extra septic tanks. Cement water worker. Okay, great. That's a septic tank. Excellent. Making this difficult on me, huh? Alright. That's good. This is waiting for the next thing, which I think is oil rig is the next thing. Power plant. Oil rig. So many motors. Oh my god. Yeah, this is a ways away. Maybe I'll keep buying more stuff and that'll get me motors. Do love that for me. I don't know why I popped you out. I don't know what I'm doing with you. Maybe you need to be a soldier? Maybe you need to be a soldier. We are worried. Conflict is likely to be occurring soon. Good thing I have some tanks. Alright, now we have another septic tank. Vera can come out here and help with whatever it is the next thing we're helping with is. This needs to... You know what? Yeah, just put that there. Let's build a fighter jet. 240 seconds? Oh my god, fighter jets are expensive. Alright, fine. We wanted to set up with another hydroponic farm. Maybe I do that first? I don't know what I do first. No, oil rig, oil rig. Stop getting distracted. Oil rig is the next thing. Also, another energy splitter. So we could just make another energy splitter. That's easy to make. Energy splitter. 1 cement, 1 copper bar. All right. Do I have a loose cement somewhere? No, I used it. You can hang out here until that's ready. It just takes like 1 million electric motors, huh? Never enough copper. Plenty of iron and never enough copper. Does that mean I need to get another, like, smelter copper setup? How do I get copper mines again? I think I need copper deposits for copper mines. Do I start on that then? Maybe. I don't currently have the power to keep it going is the thing. Like, I am tapped out on power at the moment. I guess this rig could stop running briefly, and that would be okay. I also have an hamster wheel if I'm really suffering. The mines do need power, as do the smelters. So I need 2 power in order to run... I need 3 power, actually, in order to fully run another smelter. Because I need 2 mines and a smelter to fully run a smelter. Factory's not doing anything right now. So we can start on another robot worker. Because I remember how those get made. He said, casually looking through the list of recipes to remind himself how robot workers are made. Metal scraps and iron bar. We're out of metal scraps. Okay. Turn this into metal scraps. There you go. Now you're busy. You're not busy. Damn it. Okay, you're doing the thing. Metal scraps and iron bar. Now you're doing the thing. Let's see if this has the deposit I'm looking for. It's got some trash and a copper deposit. Hooray! And I don't need extra iron ore, so that just goes straight back into the credit card. This is not going to finish in time, but this at least is. And then we could even make some more workers at that point. Oh, I got too many cards? Uh-oh. I did not see this coming. Did Disaster. Oh, I got minus for the trash. No. That's not how that's supposed to work. Alright, we gotta sell 4 cards. Alright, we gotta sell 2 cards. Alright, we gotta sell 1 card. Might be the hamster wheel. All these materials, like, in progress. What is the easiest of these remaining things to come by? I think it might actually be the hamster wheel. Gained 3 this moon. 2 here. 4 here? Minus 1 there? Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Something else is wrong then. I only gained 3? Something else is wrong. Because this looks like +6. I know it's -1 for the trash. This is just pollution. This isn't well-being. What? Oh, one of the landfills is high. Damn. Wow, we are suffering out here. Go back in there. Yeah, one of the landfills is high. That's... Man, and they just didn't arrange it properly. They didn't put the pollution in the right place. Do I need another landfill? Oh, God. Just keep needing more landfills. All right, if I need another landfill, I need another landfill. Let's... I mean, there's no harm in doing this preemptively, right? We might as well. 3 gravel and a metal scraps. Well, I have metal scraps. I do not have enough gravel. Wow, even with 3 pits running, I still don't have enough gravel. What? This is misery. Yes, this is a copper mine that is not running yet. So it'll just sit here and not run until I get another industrial smelter up and running. So let's build that smelter. One factory part 2 metal scraps. We got those. Something to work on while I am waiting for the next plastic to come through, presumably. No, the next motor to come through. The next iron bar. Copper bar. You need 1 water. Yeah, I forgot I took 1. Plastic. Oh, nice. Nice. This could just go straight into building attack helicopter instead of the fighter jet. No, I'll keep building the fighter jet. Fighter jet is a quest. Might as well, you know. More plastic is more good anyway. It kind of doesn't matter what's in the what I'm doing with it. I'll figure it out. Eventually, it will get figured out. What are you doing? Nothing? This is a splitter for the eventual next setup. You're constructing a smelter. The rig needs another electric motor. Rig needs another electric motor. We have the extra septic tank. Landfill? I wanted a landfill? We didn't get that extra landfill? Let's start another landfill. I was waiting for gravel, right? There's another robot worker. A bunch of unemployed workers. Ready to go to work, I guess. That's good, actually. I'm going to need them for the mines and the smelters. Do I have the extra plastic for this? No, not yet. Oil rig doesn't require plastic. But I think oil power plant does? No. Factory parts. I'm waiting for... I don't have the gravel! Give me some gravel. Or trash. Trash is good too. Alright, this needs to be... landfill. And metal scraps. Alright, good. Everybody's doing something. That's the important part. They're not even balanced as they're kind of balanced. They're working on it. They're figuring it out. Here is that industrial smelter. Oh, it needs 2 energy. Okay, so 4 energy total and 3 workers. 4 energy, 3 workers. We do need another copper mine. I forgot I was going for another copper mine. I don't need an iron deposit. This can just go. Ore can just go. Scraps I will use. And trash can be rooted through. Toy! Yeah, that's just gonna go into the thing. That's fine. Still working on... Oh, I need to get another factory parts here. At least one other factory parts. One more. There it is, copper deposit. Great. And all of the ores can just get dunked. Alright, so that will be all of the things here. It's not enough power to run them yet. 4 power? Jeez. But we can get this, like, chain set up for when it's eventually ready. And then the next thing we're spending money on is back into impressive industry, I think. These are all of the deposits I can handle. I suppose I could handle more gravel pits. I just have to run a junction so that the gravel pits, the extra gravel pits can go into the container instead of just connecting directly to the container. Like, it's very doable. I just need to do it. You need a sewage connection. And... oh, yeah, we definitely needed another landfill. This is problematic. That's working on plastic. That's great. You can work on this once that's done. You're rooting through trash. That's a good use of your degree. Conflict detected. All right, how close are we to another oil rig? We need motors. More metal scraps. Gotta get you idiots employed, huh? You need what to do? Do you want another hydroponic farm? And none of this power shenanigans is required in order to make the next hydroponic farm work. So let's just get started on that. Once this extra plastic is done, that can just go into that. And then we'll be waiting that much longer in order to get an attack helicopter. Eh. You know what? I actually want these positioned such that all of the things are next to each other, so I know what's connected to what. This makes more sense to me. That's one of the nice things about this game, as opposed to Factorio, is you can just move stuff around. Still don't know what to do with fossils, but maybe someday. Do I just buy? Yeah, let's just get another 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did that in your early base? Cause yourself headaches? Yup. It is definitely a headache to move stuff around. Credit card! I already know how to... I have a credit card. What? Oh, I found a credit card in the trash, but now I know how to make a credit card. Well, fortunately, that's not necessary. More copper bars. More electric motors! Heck yeah! Okay, so this can go into another oil rig. Oh, and I need factory parts. Two electric motors, 3 water. And Egbert's on the job. Gonna make your electric smelting arrays before tearing down the old ones. Ha 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 ha, smart. Yeah, I'm running into space issues. Like, I thought I had my space allocated so I could grow smelters in this direction and grow production in this direction, and then my oil ended up being right in the middle of where I was going to grow smelters. So, it's a problem. Laboratory, where science is made. I'm going to need a third educated worker. Alright, well, can I educate a robot worker? I cannot educate a robot worker. Alright, well then you get educated. Which means we're going to need more robot workers. Which means, what is that? Electric metal scraps and every time. Metal scraps and an iron bar. Got this queue on the factory. The factory is going to eventually make all the things I need. It'll be a while. There's that oil. I'm going to need 2 oils separately, right? For the plant, the oil plant, the plant with the oil. Yeah. 2 factory parts, 2 motors, 2 oils. How are we doing now that I have the extra? Okay, we're going to be okay. Yeah, we're going to be okay. Here's that extra mine. Now we just need to power it all. Yeah, all of this needs power, which is going to be a whole extra splitter, which we are pretty set up for, actually. I'm going to need more than one whole extra splitter because I'm going to need to power the oil rig. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, the plopping down the nuclear power plant makes such a huge difference. Like it's like, oh well, I was barely on the edge of how much power I could produce, and kind of nickel and diming my my steam turbines to make sure I have enough power, and then you drop down the nuclear power plant, and it's like, oh well, that's my power consumption for the next 40 hours of gameplay handled. I'm gonna have to rearrange some of this in order to get the new rig set up with power once it's made. Probably depower, like... What can I afford to depower? City Hall, briefly. At the right time. All right. 2 plastic. What does this make? Oh, that's the farm that I wanted. Yeah, okay, great. Do it. Is that good? Is that... Can I afford this? Wait a minute. I'm out of parts. Going to need some parts. Make me some parts. What is the next landmark I haven't made? I haven't made an airport. That's so much garbage! Oh my god. Have I made a park? I have made a park. Hospital requires 2 plastic. Theme park requires 2 motors, 2 toys. Zoo requires 5 grain. Could probably handle that, actually. Once I get the, next farm up and running, we can handle that. Okay. You're making a motor. That's good. We need those. What else do I need in the way of resources? Just need workers to go into here. Like this idiot. Which doesn't matter until I have power for it. So we'll wait. Alright, so we're making an oil rig. So the next thing I need is a power plant. And probably another splitter. Yeah, let's start making another splitter. That seems like a good place to go. This is 2 factory parts. I'm out of gravel again. Again, I am out of gravel. That never changes. Another energy splitter. Cement copper bar. Oh, my copper. But I'm out of gravel. Ugh. I guess we gotta root through the trash first. Then we can root through the gravel. The water goes with the water, the metal scraps goes with the scraps, and we're hiring another worker. Just get started on that, if you don't mind. I'm going to need all of these workers anyway. What am I doing with you? Digging for more resources? found a gravel to make start on factory parts, I guess? Start on factory parts. Alright, oil rig is here. It needs power. But I don't need to start worrying about that yet until I have a power plant for it to generate power from. And it's going to need 2 workers? God damn. That's so many workers. Okay. Okay. How are we doing over here? Still high. Oh, God. Oh, because this just hasn't finished. 17, it hasn't finished composting. 5 at a time? That's pretty good. Might need... Once this gets up and running, I'm probably going to need another landfill. Oh, also, I think the mines, like this was generating pollution. I wish I knew how much stuff generated pollution. Like, I don't think there's any indicator of what generates pollution or how much pollution it generates. You just like, oh, I guess I don't have enough landfills. Upgrade your defensive units to lasers. Excellent. Lasers are great. 3x or 4x your power generation without adding reactors. Wow. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I have no idea how nuclear works. I've never set it up in a Factorio game before. I've seen other people do it, so I have some ideas as to like what the layout is supposed to look like, but I've never set it up myself. So I have literally no idea how much value it can provide and how to optimize it or anything. How close am I to power plants? 2 factory parts. Okay, still far away. 2 electric motors and 2 oil. We got 1 electric motor going here. Let's get another one, and then we can make more robot workers. Okay. Progress is being made. One of you idiots can get dumped into the hydroponic farm and then transport this to there. So now we're powering both of you. I don't know how often the hydroponic farm needs water either. I should maybe pay attention to that. One factory parts, 2 factory parts. Great. Once this finishes and this finishes, we'll have everything we need to make an oil power plant. So I guess just hang out here until I am ready to do the thing. Tank! Tank is ready to fight. This electric motor and these factory parts. Cool. That is all accounted for then. Maybe I want another soldier? Maybe I want another soldier. Yeah, maybe we'll spend money on another soldier. Because we got some bad boys coming. We should set up to fight. I don't know how many bad boys, but some number of bad boys. Wonder if maybe I should just start on another tank. Actually, that might be better. Just tank me. Just tank up. Is this actually set up so that it doesn't even need that much water here? Like, how often does it need water? Does it make 3 and then needs a water? So it makes 3 a minute, effectively 3 every 20 instead of 1 every, effectively 1 every 20 instead of 1 every 30? Because it looks like it takes 30 seconds to water. And I know it takes 10 seconds to produce a food. But I don't know how many food it produces per water. Math. This is going to need one more electric motor. And then I probably want another splitter. Cement copper bar. Okay. Very close to having enough stuff here. Enough for these. I need 4 employees here total, though. So let's start getting some more employees. Although maybe because that also overlaps with these, I want to do more workers? Maybe. How much of the Stacklands industry is automated versus needing manual operation by me rather than minions? So much of it is automated, actually. I am manually handling like this kind of higher level production right now, and any production of buildings needs to be managed by me manually. But like turning copper ore into copper bars and then dumping them into the container is all automated. There's a bunch of like energy production stuff that's happening here that is all automated. There's a lot of different places where stuff is being popped out and being dumped directly into the thing that needs it. Like a lot of different places where that is happening. God damn it. We're gonna need another landfill, aren't we? Yeah, let's just get that. Let's just make that happen. Once I have infinite gravel, which I do not at the moment. I don't really need that, but thank you anyway. Yeah, the problem is gravel goes into a lot of things, so I just keep not having enough gravel to do the thing that I'm trying to do, and I'm finding a similar problem with copper now, where I'm just not producing copper fast enough to meet the demand of all the things I want to do with all of the copper. What was I gonna do with this cement? Oh, I was gonna make an energy splitter. Oh, yeah. How smart of me. Landfill is 3 gravel. Yeah, we're just going to keep dumping materials until I have sufficient gravel to start making that next landfill. The one thing that's not quite automated is over here. I have water going through this junction to the 2 hydroponic farms, and I think I am slightly overproducing water. So every once in a while, I need to come over here, and if I have extra water, just take it and put it into the water container. And I haven't figured out yet whether or not I can reasonably just direct the junction to put 1/3 of the water into the water container, or if this needs to be handled in some other way. We're doing this to see if I can get some more gravel out of it very quickly. Kind of. Metal scraps good. Grain good. Excellent. Move on with your lives. Start doing things. That's 3 gravel. 3 gravel. I'll leave it in there until whatever the next thing is finished. Actually, I don't need to worry about this. I kind of need to worry about this. We are hurting for space. Oh, I can't put the credit card directly onto City Hall? They don't take credit? Painful. How much more space do I need? This is going to eat 10 of these. So I need 124 right now? Yikes. Gravel factory? So there is a gravel pit, which requires a gravel deposit, which I can only get out of packs. What else does this need? Metal scraps. Like this gravel deposit. I could turn this into another gravel pit with... Actually, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to turn this into another gravel pit. And then I need to make a junction. Which requires a bunch more gravel. Oh, filter junction is cute. That's not what I need. I just need a regular junction. That'll help. Cement and gravel, which is gravel and gravel. There's that next energy splitter here. And the power plant is complete. So now we can get all of these workers doing the thing. All right, workers. Time to get you doing the thing. Okay, we need to power this oil rig. So we're going to depower something else briefly. And the thing we're going to depower is the export center, because that doesn't cost me anything. And then this can fully power copper mine. This can power the export center. And we definitely need that next landfill. 100% gonna need that next landfill. And then maybe another energy splitter sooner rather than later as well. And I need enough room for 126 here. Because this isn't going to finish in time. Alright, worker, get to work. Worker, get to work. You connect. And I connected 5 high voltage connectors. Lucky. Wow, you are in fact a suspicious user. Monitoring for ban evasion. Cool, cool. Bots are getting lazy. True. We're going to need more workers and more employees. I cannot afford any more flesh and blood workers. Not without setting up another apartment. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we need 10 of these, right? This is 15? Perfect. So we can do this. Oh, we'll do that. We'll do it afterwards. We'll do it afterwards. Let's make sure we have enough money to... 119. I need 126. Which is another 7. Which is 40. Alright, this should be good. Two levels of suspicious user. Depends which level the account gets flagged at. Mine is letting them through first. Yeah, I could probably tweak my settings to make it not do that, but not there yet. There we go. You can do that to make another gravel pit. And then we need a junction, which I haven't started making yet. You can start on these water deposits. That's fine. And once I have power over here, once this is finished extracting oil, I'll have power for everything, and then I'll need 1 million more employees. Yeah, it's doing that for me, Cryptomancer. Putting in the stars instead. There's that landfill. Which needs a sewer connection. Good thing I have those. And it's probably time for another septic tank in the near future. Alright, where are we at here? I needed a junction. That's what I needed. I could dump this oil here immediately to make this start working. That's not a bad idea. Then we'll start on all this copper business that I don't quite have the employees for. Definitely need, yeah, we got to get another apartment up. Okay, that's also going to require a lot of gravel. Damn it! Once again, I will wait until the next moon, though. This is an okay spot to wait until the next moon. A group of goblins entered your city to attack it. Uh-oh. I've gained 4 well-being. I know. Nice. Alright, the goblin conflict can move over here, where the warriors are. Let's put the war with the rest of the war. And now we start building whatever the next thing is that I'm going to be building. You're making employees, that's good. In fact, maybe another employees after that. You can still afford 4 more robot employees? Damn. They're expensive to build, though, compared to regular employees. Which is why I want another luxury apartment. And probably another septic tank, just to be safe. I think I can afford to build a luxury apartment before I build the next septic tank. But I also want to build a zoo, so let's get started on that. I don't have the iron for it. I don't have the iron for it! No! 5 iron bars. Why is that a reasonable thing to require? Do you get... Which of these just gives me bars? Does black gold give me bars? It can. Impressive industry. Cannot give me iron bars, but can give me copper bars. Alright, let's just... Oh, I need one more. Go into here. See what this gives me. Got an iron bar. Wow, that's exactly what I was looking for. And some factory parts. And some scraps. Beep, beep, beep. Ba-da-da. Interesting. I think I can output these farms to a junction, but I won't be able to output them to a box. But maybe the junction is good enough, and then it'll just pop the grain somewhere useful. Okay, junction's potentially useful. Think about that. Do still need a lot more iron, though. This needs 2 workers, which is going to be a bit. There's that gravel pit. You can start on this trash. Right now, I don't have a junction to connect this pit to, which I need to do at some point. Because that's going to take more gravel. God damn. Yep, cement and a gravel. Alright, let's get started. And also employees, which is the other part of it. Good. You go in here. You start here. And we will eventually, in a minute, need to start filling in the smelter. So we got time. I guess just start helping here until I figure out what the next thing I'm doing is. Not enough iron still. Because I burned a bunch of it on tanks. Yeah, that actually makes sense. Hard to build zoos when you're too busy focused on the military. Eventually, I'm going to want to do this toy thing. I don't know how fast we make toys. I do know it requires 2 plastic per toy. So we're definitely going to need to get that set up. We're going to need a lot of plastic. Well, you can't get raw plastic out of anything? Rough. Huh, you can get wind turbines out of black gold. I don't think I ever saw that. That's neat. This needs 1 more gravel to become a junction, I think. Are we on money? Like, I really just still want to dig through more of impressive industry, I guess. I wish I was keeping an eye on these. It's so difficult. Four iron. Almost there. 30 seconds. There's the other worker for here. I thought I had already filled in one of these workers. I guess I was misinformed. One more iron bar. Which we determined I cannot get out of industry, but I can get out of black gold. Alright. Rolling the dice on iron bars. Hey! Start building that zoo. Free electric motor? You love to see it. Factory parts? I'm sure I'll find a use for them, but I don't know what that use is offhand. Factory. What can I do with this factory? Not factory parts, that's for sure. Cool. 45 seconds till this zoo is ready. 3 seconds until the goblins pop. 78 seconds until this fighter jet is ready. I'm gonna need another barracks, aren't I? We're gonna need to throw people at this problem, like last time. I am probably ill-prepared. Like, I don't know that the tanks are gonna do it. But, they're gonna do their best. Oh, we were gonna start another apartment, too. Why didn't I do that yet? Because it requires 1,000,000 gravel, is why. Goblin marksman. Let's, start dealing with that. Good job, that tank. Alright, and then it's a warship and a chopper just like last time. And this is probably not enough to handle it. I think I'm going to need another barracks. Heck! Guess what that takes? 1,000,000 gravel! You surprised? You surprised? I was very surprised. I do have random cement here, which is what I need for the next apartment. Alright, I guess we're going... Whoa there, buddy. Hold your horses. Any gravel in chat? We need a name for the next educated worker. Never mind, I figured it out. Alright, what is going on here? What did I do with this mess? Uranium maybe does something else in a place? Can I put uranium on the factory? No. I wonder if I can make an atom bomb with uranium. I would love to explode some goblins. That would be great. That would be delightful. 2 cement and an iron bar. Alright, I gotta get this iron bar. There it is. Start on barracks number 3. I think we will just leave 3 barracks up this time. How's this fighting going? It's going. Garrett's doing fine. Good job, Garrett. Still living. If you die, Garrett, know that you will be reincarnated as an attack helicopter. So, your future is bright. Alright, I'm maybe ready to finally build this junction. And not have to manually move stuff around with this gravel pit. Or is it cement and gravel? Don't plan on dying. That's good. I'm happy for you. Alright, here is how we make sure you don't die. By giving you a friendly soldier friend to soak up the rest of the damage. Make sure the tanks can soak up damage while you just sit there and, you know, do your thing as appropriate. Cement, gravel, employee, make that junction. Then I can finally stop manually moving things around. Like some kind of chump. Oh, this poor tank is suffering. I think the tank is not long for this world. We did our best. It wasn't good enough. Okay, the zoo requires a sewer output. Yeah, I should have seen that one coming. The zoo requires energy. I have energy. I have energy to spare. And it needs to stay powered forever. Awkward. Can I sell these? I cannot. Okay, once they're built, they're there for good. That's fine. And if I leave it unpowered, that is some deficit. So zoo is a one-time thing, unfortunately. Not a consistent thing. Not a moon-to-moon thing. Here's that junction. Good news, everybody. Oh, you have ore that you're not working with. All right, get out of the gravel pit. We'll get you fixed up later. Make me some more motors. How are we doing here? Next building? What are we building now? You need to make me some more robot workers. Alright, well, if everybody's going to be idle, one of you is going into the gravel pit, and we'll replace you later. Oh, there goes that tank. Yeah, we're, this is not gonna fly. Yeah, I don't think this tank is gonna cut it. Unfortunate. This is working, though. This is now... We're now going to have enough copper, finally, to live our lives. I'm going to need another energy splitter here. 1 cement, 1 copper bar. All right. 1 cement, 1 copper bar. I've got all these factory parts. I don't know what to do with all of those factory parts. Start generating more gravel again? More gravel again? More gravel again. Probably. I was hoping there would be a cute animal in the zoo. And there is. Look at that cute little giraffe. Yeah, you know what? Let's get more gravel. Just, again, more gravel. I need so much gravel. It's unreasonable. Neither of you produce gravel. Terrible news. But that is something to do. A-okay on lumber and water. Neither of these is a problem. No, Garrett! Oh. You fought very hard. Salute. Either salutes or Fs in chat for Garrett as your mood strikes you. His country will remember him. I don't think you jinxed it. I think this was a guarantee. I think it was going to happen regardless. Good try, though. Good try. The academy can go up here now. I don't think I need any more than 3 big deal workers. All right, and now we can go for that helicopter. Because this feels like we're in a pretty good place. I think we're up by 1. Yeah, this tank is homeless. So let's sell off this worker. Air support for goblins. Okay, so that is going to need 1 more electric motor. 3 electric motors, 3 plastic for the next thing. This is going to be another splitter down here. We're going to be eating 10 grain, so we need to be at 131. Should be good. Oh, robot worker. Great. Yes, good. More robot workers. Do I need to occupy something? Landfills are doing good. Ooh, one of the landfills even bottomed out. Great. All right. We're in a good place as far as landfill is concerned. Made it. You're making an engine. That's wonderful. And then you can make some more plastic. And then we need to find some more plastic. And or oil. This can't dump oil, but it can dump trash, which could be plastic. We're going to wait until after the move's over, though. If you've got nothing to do, start working. How are we on energy? This is going to handle a decent amount of upcoming energy if we still need it. Okay, cool. Cool. I think we're in a good place. We are setting up to drop another big deal fighter here at some point in the future. And if anything, I might want another oil rig. I think I do, in fact, want another oil rig. We're going to need so much plastic. Oof. I'm going to need so many toys. Okay, oil rig. That's going to need more electric motors. Yeah, right. Yeah, we're good here. Oh, we're not good here. Now it should be good. I gained 3. Yeah, I gained 6 and then lost 3 to this jerk. Nice. Just in, there will be changing weather conditions. Nice. Nice. Drought. There is no rain on the radar. That seems bad. This can give me a well-being, or I can turn it into an energy source, right? Plastic. I need to burn plastic to turn this into an energy source. All right, well, it's just going to be well-being then, because I don't have enough plastic. Extremely not enough plastic. All right, now is it time to, buy some things? Maybe? Could be. 50? It's not very good. I am running real high on grain. I think it's time to get another factory set up so we can export more, export more grain, because grain is good money. More bread, 2,000. Alright, how do I make another factory? Is a factory made out of factory parts, you think? What are the odds? Oh yeah, factory's made out of factory parts. No, my extra tank, you jerk! Start turning that rain into more water. All right, 3 motors. This is gonna finish in 30 seconds. Okay, so this is gonna be 2 more plastic in a minute. Which is exactly what I wanted to see. Here is a water pump to go with the new factory. Still fighting. What is my next landmark? Airport is 3 plastic. Hospital is 2 plastic. Theme park is 4 plastic because toys are 2 plastic each. Toy shop is 6 plastic. Alright, well, that sounds like it's a hospital. A drought has hit the city. Uh-oh. Farmlands will stop functioning until you give them 3 water. Okay. Buddy, let me be the first to assure you, this is not even remotely a problem. Like, that is annoying that you reset my timers like that, but this is fine. As far as disasters go, this is pretty minimal. All right, so you get in the factory. Let's power the factory. Let's transport grain to the factory. Let's transport water to the factory. And let's transport goods to the export center. And let's get somebody in this water pump. And we're close to being able to do... Okay, yeah, we're pretty close to being able to do the thing. So let's get another apartment going. And until I get people, Egbert's in the water pump. Egbert's in the water pump and 2 clips in the gravel pit. So let's get some more people to fix these problems. And maybe another septic tank? Definitely another septic tank. I guess it could be a water treatment plant. That's expensive. That's very expensive. I don't have that kind of plastic. My plastic is precious. All right. Cement, water, and worker. Hey, we did it. We cleared up the goblin threat. Thank you, fighter jet. Start getting some more employees out here. Why can't I swap here? Man, I wanted to avoid messing up with the timer, but I guess it's not letting me do that. Preparing some muesli, that's not okay. Right. Energy for the apartment. Sewer for the apartment. Oh, you're not powered. That's funny. There we go. And now we are... Oh, I forgot. I need to turn the apartment into a different thing. Now we are eating more food. Yeah, we're doing okay on pollution. Kind of. Kind of doing okay on pollution. Here's that septic tank. Skeptic tank. Let's see. How are we doing here? One more plastic? Oh, we're almost there. So good. That's over there. Hire some more people. And start buying more impressive industry. Time's come. Time has come for purchases. Some free electric motors. Iron ore gets immediately sold. You can start going through the trash. And we got some cement. That's going to be useful. Cement's good for lots of things. This is going to go into the next oil rig. Speaking of... Cooking bread. That's what I like to see. Maybe more workers as long as I have the space for them. Just keep hiring. And then this gets started on becoming an attack helicopter. Heck yeah. We have the technology. We will rebuild him. Faster, better, stronger. Gotta wait for this to cycle so I don't interrupt the timer. Okay. Looking good. Room for one more robot worker, even. I don't know what we're going to do about that. Probably not a whole lot. Why didn't you pop into the grain? Why are you like this? Alright, all of my farmland is now going towards money. So that's fine. We are likely to be okay with whatever the next attack is. So let's start setting up for the good stuff. More well-being. Let's do it. I think we decided hospital was next. 2 plastic, 5 cement. 5 cement. Okay. I need another oil rig, and I do. There's 2 motors. Here's 3 water. And Egbert. Build it beautiful. Do not need to sell Vera. I'm not exporting Vera. We're keeping her. Alright, so that's going to be another oil rig. That's great. We can, in fact, afford 1 more robot. So let's make 1 more robot. Maybe even put them to work in the next oil rig. And see what it takes to build this hospital. We're almost there. Wait, I thought I had more plastic. I did not have more plastic. Alright, let's start buying things then. I got nothing out of that? Just resources? Worthless. Scraps I'll use. Cement I'll use. Rest assured cement I'll use. 5 cement and 2 plastic, huh? This is a number. Damn. All right, more money spent on expanding. Please let me keep my things. How are we doing over here on pollution? Managing. It's not pretty, but it is working. Starting to run low on energy again. I will definitely have to set up another landfill before we set up another pollution rig. Whew. All right, immediately into the oil rig. Enjoy that. Power the oil rig. Oh, okay. And you know what? Let's get that next landfill. Okay, we do have another septic tank free. Great. Gotta make sure that I have a place to put the sewage before I build the thing that generates the sewage. Or else, disaster. 3 gravel and a metal scraps. I could do that. We have that. I'll start it in 3.4 seconds. $141. Let's give it just a little bit more buffer, just in case. Gained 4 well-being. Ooh, the city is euphoric. You love to see it. Nice. Cool. So that is 50 well-being, and that is maxing out my well-being, which is apparently a separate thing. Max out your well-being and also hit 50. I guess we need to build a theme park at some point. We're working on the hospital first, though. All right. Next, landfill. 3 gravel and a metal scraps. Yep. Oh, no. I did promise. Vera's getting educated. Get super educated, Vera. Get that PhD. Cool. So now things are good. We can just let things go and everything is fine? Kind of? Two slots for energy. No slots for big energy. If the hospital needs big energy. And we won't know until we build it. Well, that sounds it's time for another landfill and another oil power plant setup. I want to get this hospital first, though. Anything else I want to do while I'm setting up? Like while I'm waiting for this plastic to finish? Surely there's some other kind of, like, helpful thing I could be doing. Like spending money, I guess. A free storage container. Alright. Not gonna turn that down. I am gonna turn down that iron ore, though. Yeah, this water treatment plant is really interesting. Because in theory, it sounds pretty cool. But actually, all it does is combine a water pump and like a septic tank and a half into one card. So if you're worried about card space, maybe it's good. But otherwise, it's a lot of resources in order to make the thing happen. Alright, do I want to start any other military things? The attack helicopter is being made. Sniper seems useful if I have enough additional warriors, right? If I have enough tanky things to sit in front of the snipers, then snipers seem useful. I guess we could go in that direction. Did y'all get repaired? Y'all got a little repaired. End of Moon 31. Alright, you know what? Yeah, let's just start on making some more soldiers. Because I'm worried. I have the fear. That's all as set up as it's going to need to be. We're a little overloaded on copper ore here, right? It's every 30 seconds, and these pop out another 2 every minute. Yeah, it'll finish this in a minute, and then 2 more will already be there. Oh, no, it doesn't. This, if I get rid of these, it'll be idle for 15 seconds. We can't have that. That would not be okay. How's pollution doing? Maybe all right? Maybe all right? Here's that plastic. All right, great. Start that hospital. Delightful. Doing great. It'll even... Ooh, it'll just barely finish before the end of the moon. Yikes. That's worrisome. Hopefully I have all of the things it needs. Maybe I might want to put this off. I think I want to put this off. I think I want to put this off. I don't want to have no time left. All right. All right. Cool. We'll put cement away, I guess. Free electric motor? Okay. That's cool. That's, getting me closer to the thing. Not sure which exactly the thing I am talking about, but... I suppose I can set myself up here for more electric motor, and then I'll be able to get started on another pollution rig for power purposes? Seems like not the worst idea. We are running low. And let's make you a sniper. We'll have 1 sniper. Probably make that work. The end of Moon 31. So if I wanted to get started on like another tank or another fighter jet or whatever, I would have to start that within 30 seconds. That's acceptable. I don't know that I need another tank. Tanks are easy is the thing. You know what? Yeah, let's do it. Let's get another tank out there. And that'll take up a little bit more spot. That's fine. Everything's fine. Made some money. Alright, cool. Factory actually works pretty quickly, right? 20 seconds for an electric motor. Probably 30 seconds for plastic. It's pretty good. We haven't tried this ready meal yet. Grain and plastic in factory? Why do you want to put Why do you want to put plastic in your food? That doesn't sound like a good idea. Maybe it sells well. It's the only reason I can think of for doing it. Advanced automation is kind of expensive. Oh, I can get plastic out of it. I could just get plastic out of it? You know, maybe I should just be like trying to do that thing. Huh. Not gonna quite finish your education before the moon's up. Too bad. All right, let's dunk another 140 into impressive industry. 70 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All garbage. Bunch of extra cement, though. What am I going to do with all this cement? I finally have enough gravel to do things, and I'm out of things to do. Because I guess I'm just waiting for landmarks, huh? Really do gotta finish this. No, if I'm doing this again, we need another landfill. Yet another landfill. So let's do that. That's easy to just do now. 3 gravel and a metal scraps. Yep. Sniper! Alright, landfill goes over here and connects to the sewer system appropriately. And then we'll probably need another septic tank when this hospital is done. But I guess we'll figure that out later. This is almost done. That's a worrisome number of things. I have 2 electric motors. What was I going to do with this? Another oil rig? I think another oil rig, because we need to set up for more power. I don't have the time to finish this in 11.9 seconds. Wait, confirm? Confirm I don't have the time to finish this in 11.9 seconds? I do not have the time to finish this in 11.9 seconds. So, let that sit, I guess. Wouldn't hurt to have another storage container for, like, plastic or whatever out here, huh? Room for 4 more workers here, and I've got 2 stacked up on the barracks. I'm not going to spend my money on more stuff that takes up room immediately. I will, however, buy another 10 spots. And then we should be good. I do have a bunch of extra grain, though. Like, it's 14 grain, 19 grain. And I need 12 grain. All right, so we're... These hydroponic farms are definitely doing God's work. So we need to find a way to get rid of some of this excess. Also funnel through another factory? Find another factory to funnel it through? Really is a shame I can't put grain inside a storage container. There needs to be a storage container for grain. I guess the card type is not resource. Weird. This actually seems like 2 of these is the perfect number of these to handle 30 water a second. So they must each burn through 1 water a minute, which is in keeping with my expectation, right? If they make a food every 10 seconds and then they make 3 food and then need water, that is a food every 20 seconds and a water a minute. I'm not going to spend a full minute just watching this idiot, though. Alright, we should be good on space, though. This should be fine. Let that expire and then work on whatever else it was I was going to work on. Pollution stuff. Food. Power. I have 1 card too many? Disaster. Oh, I got an extra bread. Alright, well, get out of here, extra bread. Hospital! Hospital is wealth. What? Health is wealth. Oh, I see. So it needs educated workers. Alright, well, get in there, Two-Clip. Okay, Two-Clip and Egbert. Sewer needed. Yep. 2 sewer. That's what I was afraid of. Oh no. Okay, alright, well, let's make another septic tank. And we're probably going to generate some poop. Probably going to be pooping here. And it needs high power, which I don't have access to. All right, well, that's a lot to build immediately. Let's get started. That's a lot to do. Okay. First off, another septic tank. That is first and foremost. We need to store the poop. The poop must be stored. Have a cement, have a water, have an employee. Second off, let's get started on power. I've educated a genius! My god, Vera, look how smart you are. This is what a genius looks like? This looks like a cartoon character. This looks like somebody who's about to turn himself into a pickle. Rumored to have an IQ of 538. Pretty smart. Build a particle collider. Particle collider. That's the thing we're building next. Okay. I suppose. Seems like a thing that we could do probably. Health is wealth. All right. Septic tank starting. This is starting. Oil rig is the next thing. So that's 2 oil. I'm going to stop you there. You can start making more plastic after these engines are made. And then we're going to need factory parts for oil power. Factory parts. And then at some point, we're going to need more splitters for it. But the first thing is high power, so that's okay. It's a little bit of a shame that, like, the drawing here doesn't show the educated worker, since it needs educated workers. Very minor quality of life. End of Moon 31. Alright, we're definitely going to have everything we need by the end of Moon 31. That's exciting. Alright, well, great. Keep it up. Can I start working on wherever the next thing is? No, it's not done yet. I need 2 engines. Right. I can start working on another energy splitter. Cement, copper bar. Alright, we got those. Good. I love giving my people stuff to do. This is set up for next time. This is absurd. I'm gonna move some things around here so it's less absurd. Am I gonna need another landfill? Landfills are all working right now, so that's good. Are we okay with the number of landfills? We might be okay with the number of landfills. Probably are. I was wondering about what to do with this extra grain. I guess extra grain means extra factory. Which is 2 factory parts and a worker? Okay. Well, let's make 2 factory parts. Good thing I have all these metal scraps. Alright, there is septic. We did it, ladies and gentlemen. The septic tank was created in time. We did not generate extra poop. Lucky. Alright, get in the hospital. Two-Clip is also going to get in the hospital. And then we'll have to figure out whether or not we want any more educated workers. We are going to want more regular workers, though. I can afford 2 more here. Yeah, let's fill this up. Let's just have the workers around. Here is the oil rig. So we can give that power here. It's going to need 2 employees. This is 1 motor. So we're 17 seconds away. That's fine. Once we have power for you, that's going to be great. I guess I could just start you off. Yeah, we'll get this by the end of the month. That's great. And then this can be used for another factory. Perfect. I'm gonna need more workers. So I guess we're gonna need more apartments. Alright, that's fine. We have the space for it. And the electricity. And the sewer hookups. Let's make another septic tank just to be on the safe side. Better to have more sewer hookups than less sewer hookups. Cement and water. We're also going to need another apartment. Yeah. 3 cements. And now this is empty? I guess I can hold the plastic here. I don't mind that. Because this is all extra grain. So we could just turn this into money. So let's turn it all into money. Oh, it needs employees? Labor shortage. Yeah, all right. I guess we'll work on that once I have an apartment. Septic tank, apartment. I guess I can afford to do this in advance here. In fact, let's get the next one going. And then this immediately gets upgraded. I don't have energy for it yet, but soon. Ooh, this is, oh no, okay. Can you start this? No, okay, swapsies. Get that going, because that needs to be done too. Here we go. We did it. Finally. You proud of me, Garrett? This now, let's get all this stuff connected. That transports to there. That gives energy to there. That gives energy to this hospital. This goes there. And just get started. We're probably going to need another landfill for this. Like, these numbers are okay, but I don't think these numbers are good. Well, I guess we'll see. Wouldn't hurt to set up another energy splitter, though. So that could be a thing that you could make. Cement and copper. This is 2 plastic. Once I have 3 plastic, I can make a theme park. Okay. Alright, this needs its sewer connection reestablished. I wish it would retain this information. Like its energy connections and its sewer connections when you upgrade it. But I guess the concept of upgrading doesn't really exist in this game. Alright. Does anything need attention? No. Cool. Still a moon and a half away? Man, we are so golden here. This is another splitter for here. Not that I am positive we'll need it, but you never know. And theme park is next. No. Airport is next. Oh, that's a lot of electric motors. Might actually need to pull this for elective factory instead of a money generator. Speaking of money generation, holy crap. We should use some of that money. Actually, I think what we need to do here is probably call it for the night. It is getting to be about that time. And I know that there are evening plans I need to be ready for. I think I'm getting picked up around 6-ish. So if I can use this time to figure out food for myself before I get picked up, that would be ideal. So I think I'm going to call it here, and we're in a pretty good place, set up for whatever my next disaster is going to be. And we got this whole huge army to work with, and more powers coming in, and everybody's happy. I love how this is. It feels like I'm in like a victory lap stage, but also I don't want to admit to victory too fast, because that's when, you know, we have to fight off 3 warships and 6 goblin helicopters and whatever disaster they're gonna face against. More optimizations to be had for sure. Definitely more to optimize, but we'll figure that out next time, I think. In the meantime, I think that is going to be it for me for tonight.